in class in real time. So this is like your attendance. So if you can't make it, if you'll just email me like, oh, hi Ruth, Thursday's class, I won't be there because I have a doctor's appointment or like traveling, just let me know, and then let me know when you've watched the recording. So that's kind of how that works. So we're going to go over some things from our book. So if you have The Heart of Yoga, which was your text for this semester, if you want to write it down. And I'll post today just a couple like comments, nothing crazy. I'll just give you guys. Yeah, it's like not a lot of reading, and we're actually going to do a little bit of it now. So just to kind of have like an authoritative text opinion about what is yoga, since, yeah, basically just that. Yep.
I have been trying to get my books for since we got back, and they kept telling me it was on back order. I'm going to go today, but they told me just to come back like this week. So hopefully they're here today. I'm not sure what that's looking like though.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. No problem. So if that's the case, I can honestly just like take pictures and send it to you, or you can do it when the time comes. How many of you do not have the book still?
I don't have mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so a decent amount. Okay, well, I'll post the reading assignments, and I'll just kind of keep it the due dates to have that done by in a little while. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm still like converting our last meeting, but just want to share a couple things. So today for your homework, you're going to have, since you should be journaling, sorry, that thing has just popped up there. I'm sorry about that. So like I was saying before, you have to journal after every class. I'm going to post this in Moodle, but for your homework assignment today, I'd like you to journal on what mindfulness means to you. So I said this the other day. This is my favorite definition of mindfulness. So John Kabat-Zinn, who's a famous meditation teacher, says that mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So you can kind of journal on like what that means to you, maybe when you feel really mindful or you're in a mindful place. These are some of the reading. I'll send that to you. I'll post that in Moodle. And we're just going to read a little bit together today. And then continuing to kind of answer the question, what is yoga, right? So like our class this morning, that was a yoga practice. Yoga is asana, the postures. But I really want to land that yoga is 8 limbs. So it's an 8-limb system. So these are just a couple definitions from our book, from Deskachar. So there are many definitions of yoga. Yoga as movement from one point to another point. Yoga as the bringing together, the unifying of two things. And yoga as action with undivided, uninterrupted attention. And here's some kind of like claims: that which was impossible becomes possible. That which was unattainable becomes attainable. That which was invisible can be seen. So yoga also claims everything is in a state of change and flux, which might be really apropos to what our life is like right now, right? As students in this like very strange time of COVID, of this pandemic that our world has never seen, we don't really know what winter will look like, what our semester will look like. So yoga is change. We're always at a place where we can move forward or step back. We're always at like a roadblock, a fork in the road. And the essential purpose of yoga is to reduce avidya, so that we understand, so that our understanding can gradually come to the surface. And I'll share a little bit about avidya. So if you have your book, you can turn to, I think it's page 5. So right at the beginning. No, actually go to page 10 and 11. So avidya is, are the kind of the obstacles we want to overcome on the path of yoga. So I'm going to start reading at the top of page 10. This is chapter 2, the foundations of practice. So if you want to follow along, you can, or you can just listen. So at the top of page 10, second paragraph, the Yoga Sutra uses the term avidya to describe these two ends of the spectrum of experience. Avidya literally means incorrect comprehension, describing a false perception or misapprehension. Avidya confuses the gross with the subtle. The opposite of vidya is vidya, correct understanding. So I love this whole idea and concept because one of my favorite definitions of yoga is seeing clearly, having eyes to see clearly. So kind of swiping away all of our judgments and preconceived notions. So our yoga can just kind of cleanse all of the fog in our eyes when we're trying to understand. So seeing clearly, knowing that all of our experiences are through our own lens. So avidya kind of labels all the ways that we like fight this yogic path. So at the bottom of that page 10, it says, the branches of avidya, we seldom have an immediate and direct sense of that our perception is wrong or clouded. Avidya is seldom expressed as avidya itself. So it's the root cause of the obstacles that prevent us from recognizing things as they really are. So the first branch of avidya, and there's a little picture here of a tree. So a tree, the tree is avidya, and those branches are kind of the four like shoots off of that. So the first branch of avidya is what we call the ego, the I am. So it's called asmita. So it's like if you're in a fight and you're like, I know I'm smarter than this person, like screw you, I'm better than you, like you're wrong, I'm right, and you just get in that kind of red zone where you can't even kind of identify. You're just like me, like, oh, well, I'm an intellectual and I'm in college and I'm very smart and like blah, 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 and you can't kind of get out. So that's like the ego, right? So asmita is the first branch. The second branch of avidya expresses itself in making demands. This branch is called raga. So we want something today because it was pleasant yesterday. It uses this example of like a fruit juice. Like, oh, yesterday I had a fruit juice and it tasted really good and it gave me energy. And today I want a fruit juice just because. So that's called raga. Just like that kind of like wanting and desire just because. The third branch of avidya is devesa. So this is the top of page 11 in our book. It's a certain way, it's the opposite of raga. So devesa expresses itself by rejecting things. So we have a difficult experience and are afraid to repeat it, so we just reject the people, the thoughts, and the settings. So maybe you guys can identify, like, say you went to a yoga class and it was like not a good class, the teacher wasn't good, everyone was smelly and sweaty, and you're like, yoga, not for me, never doing yoga ever again. Or say you like went to a Thai restaurant and you had a really bad experience. It was busy and the waitress was kind of bad, and you're like, oh, hate Thai food, not for me. Just kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. So that's devesa. And so you can think about this as obstacles in your yoga and meditation practice. So if you like go to one meditation class and you're like, no, not for me, too hard, that's just like getting rid of anything, everything. And that's one of the like obstacles on the path, right? And then the fourth kind of branch of avidya is abhinivesa. And these are, again, all in Sanskrit. So it's the language of yoga, comes out of India. Yeah. So if they sound weird, it's because they're in different language. So abhinivesa means fear. So this is perhaps the most secret aspect of avidya, and expression is found on many levels in our everyday life. So we feel uncertain, we have doubts about our position in life, we're afraid that people will judge us negatively, like afraid of success, afraid of failure, afraid of love, afraid of being alone, like afraid of getting coronavirus, and then afraid of like not going out and like missing out on things. So fear. And then at the bottom of page 11, it says, yoga decreases the effects of avidya so that true understanding can take place. We notice avidya more by its absence than its presence. When we see something correctly, there is a profound peace inside of us. So like you saw on my screen earlier, there's just a couple of reading assignments, just like a few pages here and there in our text that I would like you to complete maybe in like by like middle end of September. So I'll kind of keep you updated about that. What are some other things? Thursday, we're going to do kind of a chakra flow. So you might have heard of the chakras. They're kind of like in pop culture, like on t-shirts and on tapestries. So the chakras are just energy centers in our bodies. So you have chakras in your hands and the soles of your feet, and there are 7 kind of main chakras, and each chakra has is related to different kind of aspect of yourself, a color, an organ, and yeah, so we're going to kind of do a chakra flow on Thursday where we'll hold the poses and I'll kind of like talk in depth about what each chakra means. We've gone over the Yoga Sutras. We've gone over the 8 limbs. So let's do a little grounding breathing exercise. So I'm sitting in a chair. You might be sitting on the ground. So kind of find yourself again in a comfortable cross-legged position. And it might have been actually a great opportunity during that little break, if you had the time, to do your journal, your kind of like noting of the practice right after, to be like, oh, like I liked that hip stuff we did. That felt really good today. Or I felt tired when we began and I felt a little more energized after, or I felt tired when we began and I'm still tired. So your mindfulness journal is kind of like just a noting. It's your personal journal for your practice. But I'm also going to be looking at it and kind of grading it, not in a very intense way, more of a like that it was completed and done with a little bit of effort. So yeah, that's the journal. And then today you'll have a specific journal prompt, which I'll post in your Moodle. So let's find a comfortable cross-legged position, sitting up tall, long spine. Maybe move a little side to side. And then here, just close your eyes, relax your jaw, relax the face. And if you can, please have your screen on so I can see you. And then the more we practice, hopefully the easier this gets to just be able to drop into a quiet place. You can notice kind of the temperature in the room you're in. You might notice sounds around you. And just notice kind of sensation and feeling in your body. So as your eyes stay closed and your spine is tall, let's take some belly breath. So you can place your hands on your low belly or just keep your arms by your side. Take a deep breath in and let a big sigh out. See if you can breathe down into your low belly. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now see if you can start to lengthen the inhale and the exhale. So breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Notice if there's fidgeting, if it's hard to be still. See if you can let your body get quiet. Nice tall spine. And just notice the breath as it moves deeply in and out. So we'll do another round of square breathing now. So take a deep breath in for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold the breath. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, then hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Couple more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Again, breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now let that go completely. Big exhale. And then see if you can bring your attention to the base of the spine, and then inhale from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. And then exhale from the crown of the head down the base of the spine. Inhale, base of the spine to the crown of the head. And then exhale, crown of the head down the base of the spine. So this is called Sushumna breath, kind of connecting your attention with the breath along the spine to the central energy channel. So base of the spine, begin there. Inhale to the crown of the head. Exhale, crown of the head down, down, down the base of the spine. One more like that. Breathe in. Let it go. And now coming back to your intention, that word you may have set at the beginning of practice, focusing on just maybe how you want to feel, one word, a phrase, maybe it's a person you dedicate your practice to. And let your meditation be focused on a word, a phrase, or a feeling. See if you can keep your eyes closed, your spine long. Let your breath be deep. And if your word was a word like balanced, just focus, thinking, breathing in balance, breathing out balance. Or maybe it was a word like energy, so you can think, breathe in energy, breathe out energy. You can even see that word kind of written in front of you. Breath is long, slow, and deep. Body is still. Mind is focused. Heart open. Shoulders drawing back and down. Spine is long. And then see if you can kind of give yourself a wish for the rest of your day. So as we kind of close out our practice and think about moving forward into the rest of the day, what you get to do, what you have to do, just kind of thinking, noting, and if you were an outsider looking in at you, what would you want your day to look like? Maybe your day is kind of full of peace. Maybe you want your day to be very productive, kind of resist any like distraction or wasteful time on social media. Maybe you want to just be really present for the people you're with. So take a couple moments here to kind of meditate and reflect on your day upcoming. How do you want to be? How do you want to show up for others? React, feel. If you had a real wish for yourself, what would that be? Like, I wish that you were kinder to yourself today, that you ate healthy, you continue to eat healthy and resist kind of destructive behaviors. What was your kind of wish for yourself today? Now we'll close our practice this morning. Hands come together at the heart, kind of prayer position. I'm just kind of holding in all that we did today, all that you learned. I'm just going to really feel, once again, how this practice has landed in your body, how you feel sensation, what's going on. And as you're ready, just let me let your chin drop into your chest and close your practice here. All right, everyone. So I will see you on Thursday at 8 a.m. and look for your assignments on Moodle, and I'll post some stuff with mindfulness journals and reading assignments, and I'll see you on Tuesday. All right, bye you guys.